Since World War II, Germany has been popular for building some of the world's best submarines. Countries like Greece have risked their reputation by purchasing these subs illegally. In this video, we'll be looking at just how good their subs were from 2000 to 2010. The dawn of the millennium welcomed Germany's Type 212A submarine, a naval marvel that began a new chapter in stealth technology. The Type 212A was built in 1998 by the renowned shipbuilding company Howaldtswerke Deutsche Werft, HDW, in collaboration with Nordseewerke. They were launched into open waters in the years that followed. The submarine design was rooted in Germany's history of exceptional Navy craftsmanship, so hold on to your seats as we take you through the advanced innovations of its design. At the beginning of the 21st century, German shipbuilders emphasized achieving unparalleled stealth and endurance in their designs. These qualities would allow their subs to operate undetected in hostile waters for extended time. Because of this, the hull of the Type 212A was crafted from non-magnetic steel, a material that made it nearly undetectable to enemy detection systems. Its design choice was methodical. By eliminating magnetic signatures, the submarine could evade magnetic anomaly detectors, a standard tool for locating submarines in the sea. However, the Germans weren't through with making their submarines as stealthy as possible. In addition to the Type 212A submarine's non-magnetic steel hulls, it was coated with advanced acoustics, a material designed to absorb sound waves and, in doing so, further diminish the chances of the submarine being detected by sonar radars. Unlike most submarines of the period powered by diesels and electric motors, Germany was among the first in the world to incorporate air-independent propulsion (API) technology, a system powered by hydraulic fuel cells, into their submarines. The revolutionary system was way ahead of its time, allowing the submarine to remain submerged for weeks without need to surface and recharge its batteries. A unique characteristic that exceptionally distinguished Type 212A's design from that of traditional diesel-electric submarines of the early 2000s, which required frequent surfacing. The Type 212A's API system operated silently, producing zero exhaust fumes or vibrations that could alert enemy forces to the presence. Therefore, in operations that required deep penetration into enemy lines, these subs had an edge. Their capabilities bested covert operations as they could survive for days within enemy territory without revealing their location. Every detail of the Type 212A was meticulously designed, from its hydrodynamic shape to its cutting-edge onboard systems. Although the submarine's dimensions were modest compared to larger nuclear-powered vessels of the early 2000s, measuring approximately 56 meters in length and displacing around 1,800 tons when submerged. While its compact size made it highly maneuverable and ideal for operations in shallow coastal waters, it also greatly limited the size of its crew and weaponry. The Type 212A could only house 27 crew members, and its weaponry was minimal. However, that's not to say that its arsenal was no less than impressive. Its offensive arsenal consisted of 6 533mm torpedo tubes, capable of launching a variety of modern torpedoes, including the DM-2A4 Seahawk, one of the most advanced torpedoes of that time. The Seahawk was known for its long-range precision and high speed, which made it a formidable weapon against enemy vessels. But that wasn't all. The Type 212A submarine was also capable of deploying mines. For more defensive features, the Type 212A relied on state-of-the-art countermeasure systems designed to evade and neutralize incoming enemy threats. These systems included decoys and hammers that disrupted enemy sonar and torpedo tracking. But its sophisticated sonar suite was at the core of its operational capabilities. The Type 212A was equipped with both passive and active sonar systems. The cool thing about these sonar systems is that they provide unparalleled situational awareness. The passive sonar, which relied on detecting sonar waves emitted by other vessels, allowed the submarine to gather intelligence behind enemy lines without being detected. On the other hand, the active sonar could be used for precise navigation and targeting times when stealth wasn't a priority. Together, these systems ensured that the Type 212A could detect and reach enemy vessels long before they, in turn, were detected. Besides stealth and firepower, the Type 212A's design prioritized sustainability and safety. The use of hydrogen fuels to power the design enhanced its operational capabilities, while also reducing environmental footprints. Its propulsion system generated electricity through a chemical reaction between hydrogen and oxygen. This produced hydrogen as a byproduct that could be reused by the sub. Harmful emissions were evaded, and the sub had a reliable power supply even in the harshest conditions. Additionally, the sub was built to withstand immense pressure at great depths and equipped with multiple safety features that came into effect when the crew's safety was paramount. Over the years, the submarines have been involved in numerous operations that tested their strength and advancement. One such operation involved a daring mission in the Mediterranean Sea, when the Type 212A submarine was tasked with monitoring the movement of a potential adversary's fleet. But even while operating in water brooding with enemy sonar systems, specifically for submarine detection, the Type 212A thrived, successfully evading the notice of its enemy while gathering critical intelligence simultaneously. This information greatly influenced the strategic decisions of Allied forces. Now, while no serious warfare required submarines in the decade from 2000 to 2010, the Type 212A submarines played a critical role in shaping Germany's navy, especially its contribution to NATO. One of the sub's most notable roles during this period was its participation in NATO's Operation Active Endeavour, a maritime security operation in the Mediterranean Sea launched in response to the 9/11 attack. These subs were tasked with deterring terrorist activity along German borders, as well as ensuring the safe passage of merchant vessels. The advanced sonar system allowed them to seamlessly monitor underwater and surface activities. Suspicious vessels were relayed to NATO command centers. In addition to maritime surveillance, the Type 212A was also involved in intelligence gathering missions that remained classified today. In a particular operation, Type 212A was deployed to Montes, which was the activities of a foreign naval fleet suspected of conducting unauthorized maneuvers in international waters. The decade 2000 to 2010 also saw Type 212A submarines in humanitarian missions. Following natural disasters in coastal regions, these submarines were used to survey underwater damage and ensure the safety of maritime routes for relief efforts. Their advanced sonar system proved instrumental in mapping submerged debris fields and identifying potential hazards. While Type 212A never fired a torpedo from 2000 to 2010, its silent contributions to NATO and Germany's naval strategy were no less significant. The submarines represented a shift in maritime technology of stealth, which went on to achieve its goal without resorting to open conflict. However, there were other vessels. While Germany majorly developed and deployed the Type 212A sub from 2000 to 2010, they also made submarines that catered to the needs of international clients, like the Type 209. The Type 209 submarine was an enduring symbol of Germany's post-World War II Navy. Deployed as early as the 1960s by the same shipbuilders that designed the Type 212A, the Type 209 was built for an entirely different purpose. It was a commercial sub made primarily for export and global favorite, with over 60 units sold to 14 navies worldwide by the 2000s. Crafted with a steel hull, the submarine was engineered to handle extreme pressure underwater while maintaining its structural integrity. The hull pressure allowed it to operate at depths exceeding 250 meters, making it ideal for stealth and endurance missions. Although not as advanced as the Type 212A, with its air-independent propulsion API system, the Type 209 relied on conventional diesel-electric propulsion, a tried-and-true system that provided reliability and reduced maintenance costs. Its hydrodynamic shape and low acoustic signature allowed it to slip undetected through coastal waters and open oceans. The Type 209 submarines were equipped with an array of offensive and defensive systems, making them formidable players in naval conflicts. They featured 8 torpedo tubes capable of launching wire-guided torpedoes and anti-ship missiles. These weapons allowed them to engage surface ships, submarines, and in some configurations, land-based targets. Many Type 209s were also retrofitted with the capability to deploy modern heavyweight torpedoes, like the German-made DM-2A3 or DM-2A4. For defense, the submarines employed countermeasure systems designed to evade enemy sonar and torpedoes. These included noise reduction technologies to minimize their acoustic footprint and deployable decoys to mislead incoming threats. Their advanced sonar and radar systems gave them exceptional situational awareness, enabling them to act as hunters and scouts. The Type 209 had a crew capacity of about 30 to 40 personnel, depending on its variant. Life on board was austere but efficient, with limited space dedicated to amenities. Crew members lived and worked in cramped quarters. However, the systems on board were highly automated, reducing the crew's workload and improving mission efficiency. The greatest strength of the Type 209 lay in its versatility to operate in shallow waters and the high seas, making it suitable for various missions, from reconnaissance to direct combat. For developed nations and smaller navies looking to bolster their maritime defense, the Type 209, with its relatively low cost and customizable design, appealed to a broad range of buyers, but the submarine was not without its flaws. Unlike the newer Type 212A, the Type 209 lacked an AIP system, which limited its underwater endurance. It needed to surface, or in German naval terms, snorkel frequently to recharge its batteries. This reduced its stealth, exposing it to potential enemy detection. Additionally, while its design allowed for module upgrades, its older variants struggled to compete with newer submarines that featured cutting-edge technologies. Despite these technical drawbacks, the Type 209 found itself at the center of international scandals during the 2000s. The most infamous case involved Greece, a longtime buyer of German submarines. In 2000, Greece signed a contract with HDW to purchase several Type 209 submarines under the Archimedes program. However, by 2006, allegations of corruption emerged, implicating German shipbuilders and Greek officials in a massive bribery scheme. Reports suggested millions of euros were paid in kickbacks to secure the deal. The submarines themselves, though technologically sound, became a political liability. This scandal tarnished Germany's reputation in the global arms market and strained diplomatic relations between Germany and Greece, especially as Greece faced a mounting economic crisis. But the controversy did not end there. Similar allegations arose in South Korea, where Type 209 submarines were exported. Questions were raised about whether bribery had also played a role in those transactions. While submarines remain in demand, the scandals exposed the murkier side of arms sales, highlighting the intersection of defense contracts, politics, and corporate malfeasance. Regardless of the accusations that mounted against Germany and its submarine trade, the decade from 2000 to 2010 was a defining era for the German submarine legacy. German engineering set benchmarks in underwater warfare, from the advanced Type 212A submarines with their cutting-edge API technology and NATO-centric missions, to the export-driven success of the Type 209. The Type 209, though older, symbolized Germany's global reach in the defense sector, serving as a backbone for the navies of Greece, South Korea, Turkey, and others. Its scandals, however, served as a cautionary tale about the ethical complexities of international arms sales. Meanwhile, the Type 212A submarines showcased Germany's commitment to innovation and alliance building. Their participation in NATO operations and cutting-edge design emphasized the submarine's dual role as diplomacy and defense tools. The Type 212A and its ancestor, the Type 209 submarines, underscore Germany's transformation from a post-war pariah to a global leader in naval engineering, navigating the depths of the sea and the intricate waters of geopolitics and international cooperation. If you loved this video and would enjoy listening to more like it, then you're in the proper harbor. Drop a like, subscribe, and check out other videos on this channel for more content like this. While you're at it, hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on our upcoming videos. See you in the next one.